roundtable.
God darn it.
Yeah, I got him,
Got him
baby.
this time.
Underdog values.
Here we
Underdog best ball. We're going 10 underdog values for you each. I have a stat of the day for you. Zach Ertz had 50-plus catches last year and had 3 broken tackles. That's it.
Okay.
2 guys had the same 50-plus catches and had less than 3 broken tackles.
Fewer
Who
than
are
3
they?
broken tackles.
Who are they? We just talked about one of them. Who are they? It's
Are they tight ends?
No.
Just in
guys,
general?
Just guys.
50 catches and 3. Marvin Mims.
Nope.
Cortland Sutton.
Yes. You know who the other one was?
No.
Marvin Harrison. 1 broken tackle last year. He had like 70 catches, man.
Zach
Ertz had 3 broken tackles and the same amount of catches.
We're not going to be talking about him, but I have concerns about Marvin Harrison this year.
That's not good. And also, I want to say, Marvin Harrison's a very interesting-looking dude.
He is an interesting-looking dude.
Whoa,
Look him up.
man. He doesn't look like his dad at all.
No.
His
Not
dad
really.
has a small head, kind of small features, right?
Yeah.
He's got them giant lips. And, I wonder what his mom looks like.
I don't know.
And I looked it up, actually.
Could you find her?
Yeah, it doesn't look like...
Oh.
Whatever. All I'm saying is, did he have, like... You know how, like, the Jersey Shore chicks have, like, the fucking...
Lip fillers?
Yeah, did he
Maybe.
have lip fillers?
Maybe.
Because they're fucking huge.
You ever seen a dude with lip fillers?
He looks weird. He looks like the Predator mixed with, like, a Jersey Shore housewife.
I think the Secretary of Defense has lip fillers.
It's weird, man.
Yeah. Anyway.
One more question for you. I like to ask
Is it about
questions.
lip fillers?
This is better.
Okay, good.
Has your wife ever caught you jerking off?
No.
Never.
No.
You do jerk off, though.
Yes.
Okay, well-
Anybody who says they don't is a liar.
Okay. They're actually a serial killer. Never. Really?
No.
So I have a
I'm pretty careful about that.
I have a quick story time with Rob for you. Yeah, my wife caught me. First time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh, here we go. All right, here we go.
Jeffrey, what are you doing up
Oh my God, I'm sorry! I can't stop coming, I'm sorry! Oh, it feels so good!
When? Like yesterday?
Vacation.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So I asked her permission to tell this story. It's a pretty good story.
That was nice
So she
of her.
was on the old lady time, right?
Lady
and
time.
We were drinking, and she thought she'd give me the mouth. And, I'm cool with that. And it's just hard to come sometimes from a blowjob, especially when there's pressure and you're drinking.
You've been drinking? Yeah.
And I felt the pressure and, like, not the pressure down there, but the pressure in my head. And I was close, and then she stopped, and she's like, my mouth is sore. I was like, fuck. I was about to come. And so, whatever. She actually went in the bathroom and was like, just do it. I'm like, I feel weird about this. So she passed out. She was turning the other way, so I started fucking doing it myself. And of course, she turns around right when I'm about to come again. And I'm like, oh, what do you want me to do, right? So my other question was, do I do it again? The third time to finish? I just pass out again? I didn't. I cut my losses. All right?
Yeah, at some point you gotta cut your losses, take your lumps, and move on.
Blue balled, baby.
Yeah.
And you know what it reminded me of? Was when you bet a team, let's say like -6, and they're losing by 14 in the first quarter, and you live bet them. And then they go down again, they're down 21, and you get them plus like fucking 13. And you live bet them again. Eventually, you got to stop live betting them.
Yeah.
Because they're going to lose the game by 30, even though you bet them -6. And you have to eventually cut your losses, and that's what I did.
Yeah, I'll tell you though,
losses.
there was 2 teams a few years ago that would get down regularly, and you could get plus odds on them and make pretty good money. That was the Chiefs and the Ravens. In like 2021, 2022, those teams would get down early, and you could bet them plus money at halftime, and inevitably they would make stage. Now, it didn't happen every time, but they would usually stage a comeback.
How does that apply to my masturbation when...
How does your masturbation story apply to our Underdog Values podcast?
It doesn't, because that's what I do. Yeah. All right. Underdog Values.
Yeah, there we go.
You see, you got me back on track here. I organize this in terms of the biggest values to the lowest values.
Okay, I went just lowest or
ADP?
ADP, yeah.
Okay,
So
cool. Well, we're just going to give you our list. We have 10 names each.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you my first name here. It's Rashaad White.
not on my list.
RB45, 141 ADP.
Okay.
And I like him more in full PPR, obviously. But RB45 for a guy I know is going to play 35-40% of the snaps and has the handcuff also.
Yeah, it does
Right?
feel that Rashaad White is being forgotten by the community. He is a very good pass catcher. They're going to be playing, their defense is still somewhat suspect, so they're going to be playing catch-up quite often this
And
year.
they play 2 running backs sometimes.
And I'm not convinced that Godwin is going to come back fully healthy this year.
And they play sometimes two running back formations.
Yeah.
Like, not much, 10 times a game, whatever. That's still like, I feel like Rashaad White's on the field 25 to 30 plays a game this year.
25 to 30% or 25 to 30 plays? Oh, interesting.
40%.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Bucky Irving is not Derrick Henry,
Bucky Irving seems like he's way overvalued
this year. He is. And I do like Bucky Irving. I'm saying, like, Rashaad White gives you the week-to-week playable 7-8 points maybe, and then he also is a handcuff. So, like, for tournaments, like, if Bucky Irving gets hurt, I just think that as an RB3, if you wait, or RB4, just a guy that's going to get you points.
Yeah.
Give me Rashaad White. What do you got for your
I like Rashaad White. I've always liked Rashaad White.
You said it multiple times on my live stream. So what do you got?
Josh Jacobs. He is currently ADP 25 on Underdog versus ADP 22 on consensus. I think he's going to continue to slip as we get closer to kind of, I hate to call it casual, but casual draft season.
Right.
So for me, Josh Jacobs, he's our steady Eddie in the Green Bay offense, a guy that they've got a couple guys that they like his backups, but we're looking at a workhorse guy in Green Bay. So there's plenty of opportunities. There's touchdown upside. They like running the ball. I like it. I like Josh Jacobs there.
I do too.
Okay.
Touchdowns, baby. Come on.
Touchdowns.
Good
Yeah.
Tough schedule, but my next guy,
Yeah, they do
CJ
have to
Stroud, your boy from last year, your MVP candidate.
He's on my list.
Wand of Trust. Quarterback 20, ADP 135. This is the perfect quarterback 2 for a build, and it just can't be as bad as it was last year. I know his weapons aren't exactly great, but CJ Stroud is a decent player. I feel like a little above average. And he's got Nico Collins.
Running game's going to be tough to come by this year, so they are going to be throwing a lot.
Schedule's tough?
It is a tough schedule, but it's also a relatively moderate division, like a weak to moderate division.
Weak division and quarterback 20.
The biggest challenge there is
he's a floor player.
Like,
there's no way he's a top 8 quarterback.
No, I mean, I wish Tank Dell was back.
Is there any way he's worse than quarterback 20?
I don't know. No.
He was last year. He was quarterback 26 in points per game.
God, that's
But,
bad.
like, that was, dude, the offensive line died. His receivers died. He played bad. And they still made the playoffs.
But it's not. I mean, when
you
you draft him in a best ball format, you don't have to worry. You don't have to stress, right? People who drafted him at QB 6-7 last year, you were stuck. Yeah. You were stuck until you finally said,
"This is better."
Got your losses like you did on vacation, right? Like,
quarterback 20.
He is on my list. He's. I got him here as well. ADP of 133 on Underdog versus 124 consensus.
And it's not like in my ranks. I just kind of went through them. I had him at like quarterback 16. I'm not saying I have him super high, but like. I have him higher than that. Like Trevor Lawrence, I get the upside that he has. There's a lot more downside. CJ Stroud doesn't get hurt. He's not going to lose his job. He runs more than you think, and he's going to run more this year. Love it, man.
Yeah.
What do you got for your? So you have CJ Stroud. I'll go to my third guy then. Jalylen Wright, RB 51, ADP 162. I think back 2 years ago to Raheem Mostert being RB3 and Devon Achane coming out of nowhere and being RB8 in like limited starts. Not even starts, but like limited action of snaps. Jalylen Wright, they drafted high. Unless you like Ollie Gordon, which I actually do like Ollie Gordon. The point is he's a rookie and he's a plotter. He might get the goal line work, but I feel like this is a 1-2 like punch of Jalylen Wright still getting 30% of the snaps, which if this is a play on the Dolphins offense. Being back to top 12, not like 26.
Yeah, I don't see it.
But he also is an elite handcuff.
I like literally nobody on that team except for Devon Achane.
Is he not taking Achane's job if he gets hurt?
If Achane gets hurt, it won't be a 1-to-1. Nobody can replace.
But is he not going to be the starter?
I don't think they're going to.
They're going to start Ollie Gordon.
It's going to be 50-50. I don't think that Jalylen Wright.
So
again, I'm not
RB51.
impressed with a Tennessee running back that came out of his.
RB51.
Nah, forget about it. He won't crack your lineup. Maybe he'll have one game where he.
You don't think he'd have some long touchdowns?
Where he falls into the end zone, but.
So you think Achane's playing 80% of the snaps?
I don't. There's no. Yeah, I do actually.
And Johnny got traded to where like they may play Achane more as receiver. Not a lot, but like 10, 12 snaps a game in the slot. I think
Ollie Gordon is much more suited physically to stand up to the punishment of between the tackles than Jalylen Wright. I think Mike McDaniel's been figured out. I don't know.
I want to trust hits you now. Yeah. All right, you don't like that one. What do you got?
I got Breece Hall, ADP of 35 versus an Underdog versus ADP 30 consensus. So you're getting a few spots of value there. This is a team that should be better. You were dealing with the walking corpse of Aaron Rodgers last year, versus Justin Fields, who is going to open up the offense a little bit. You've got a running quarterback who's going to open up some lanes in the gaps there for him. I think Breece Hall, it was 2 years ago, was amazing. Last year wasn't as bad as people thought or think.
It was based on where he was drafted.
Yeah, right.
RB3.
This was an expectation versus reality thing. So for me, at ADP 35, I think it's worth a shot there. Good value.
It is. It's more of a floor play than an upside play in my mind. But Justin Fields does actually check the ball down more than people think. He's a deep or check down guy. He does not exactly read the field well. So
yeah,
I mean,
plenty of check down opportunities.
Breece. I've been warming up to Breece.
I don't think he's a top 5 running back anymore, but
he could be.
It's possible. I think it's unlikely, especially with that team, the way it's currently constructed.
Hope him.
Yeah.
Next guy for me, Tyjae Spears, RB42. We talked about him earlier. ADP 128. A little later in best ball than ADP. I just love the playability week to week at RB42. And again, another one of these guys, if something happens to Pollard, he is an RB1.
Pollard is not a lock to get goal line carries. So I do see the appeal in best ball of drafting Tyjae Spears for that touchdown upside. Plus you have built-in contingency if Pollard goes down. Now you've got yourself an RB2.
He's an RB4 in best ball right now.
Right. And, like I said, you get like a mid to low end RB2 if Pollard goes down to injury.
To where Jalylen Wright's 9 RBs later, where like Jalylen Wright has maybe the same upside as Spears, but the floor is not there. At least in your mind.
In my mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I like them both. I mean, Tyjae Spears, though, is a much safer bet. And if I'm comfortable taking him as my RB3 if I wait in best ball.
Versus Jalylen Wright? Or versus Pollard?
Just in general, as my RB3.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that.
RB42, if I wait and I have a decent quarterback duo or an elite tight end and 6 receivers, and he's my third, and I go RB early, and I wait, and he's my third running back, he's a guy I know I could pencil in for like 7-8 weeks of starting.
Okay.
I love it. I mean,
I've got no problem with it in best ball.
Good.
I think it's upside, yeah.
What do you got?
This one's wild to me. Joe Burrow, ADP 60 on Underdog versus ADP 45 on Consensus. A 15-spot difference. My biggest thing with this, Burrow, I think Burrow can have an amazing season. We're talking 45 touchdowns.
It's just because it's the 4 for passing touchdown, 25 yards per point in Underdog, no bonuses.
Versus a place like DraftKings where you've got bonuses over.
Bonuses, the 300-yard bonus, which makes Joe Burrow more appealing.
I get it.
And then in 6 passing touchdown leagues, obviously Joe Burrow is quarterback 2, right?
Yeah, but so in best ball, there's a certain number of strategies that you want to stacking has a very high correlation with winning.
Right.
My thing is I don't want the guy who drafts Jamar Chase to get Joe Burrow.
True.
So I'm doing what I can to try to get Joe Burrow in season-long leagues, in best ball leagues.
Because the weird thing in Underdog, to take Joe Burrow, this is why his ADP is so weird, is you have to take him at like 40, it'd be 48 or 49.
Because he's at the end of a round.
Or let's say you have T. Higgins, you get him in the end of the early third round. You got to take him at 48 to 51, which is 9 spots early, or sometimes he falls all the way back to 71.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people want to stack.
I mean,
that's why like taking Joe Burrow just on an island without the stack.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
Keep an eye on the guy who drafted Jamar Chase. If he went with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, you can let him draft.
Hope for him to come.
I like the opportunity to draft Joe Burrow and someone like Mike Gesicki, right, or Yoshivas.
Yes, and he's an ultimate floor play.
Yeah,
like
I love it.
His upside last year was his upside year, right? He's probably not going to have a better year than last year. It was unreal. I mean, he could actually. That defense sucks.
You remember when Rodgers had that connection with Devontae Adams?
Yeah.
He'd check out of a run play on the 5-yard line, throw back shoulder,
the nose scramble,
throw
even though he does scramble.
That's how Joe Burrow is with Jamar Chase now.
He is a 300-yard guy.
And if T. Higgins stays healthy, you're talking 2 top 15 guys.
I get it, and he is a 300 rush a year guy.
He'll get a couple of sneaks,
but the upside is not what the other guys have. He could never have a Josh Allen year.
True.
He can't. He can't have a Lamar year.
But you don't have to draft him.
He can't have a Jaden Daniels
in the second round or the third round.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the ultimate floor play because you know what you're getting with him. You're getting 9 or 10 bomb 25 points a week guy. And his bad weeks are what? 16, 17?
Yeah.
280 and 2?
280 and 2.
That's a good week.
And if you got somebody else on your bench or on your team that popped off, you might not even need him.
Now my list gets real juicy with some deep names here. Tutu Atwell, wide receiver 83. I love this.
Do you like the Rams offense?
Well, it's ADP 206, so it's the 17th or 18th round.
Okay.
This is the ultimate best ball pick for me because they have Devontae Adams and they have Puka Nacua, and Tutu Atwell is their third receiver.
It seems like every fourth game, you've got one random Rams receiver that just pops off.
Well, he's the guy that's going to be running go routes, and you cannot, it's going to be single coverage against a scrub. And Tutu Atwell is very fast. Okay? He also was I add this in for the guys. I promise you he has a passing touchdown this year. He was a high school quarterback. He is a gadget guy. He's going to be playing 60% of the snaps. We're talking about,
bet on that
we're literally talking about wide receiver 83.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to finish much high. I think he might finish wide receiver 60, which is good, but it's going to be spike weeks, right?
Sure.
He catches a deep bomb, 60-yard touchdown, and then maybe 2 other catches. There's 15 points.
You're probably talking him cracking your lineup three or four times at most.
But that's your seventh. Most of these guys aren't playing your drafting, and I know he's playing, and I know the Rams' offense is elite, right?
I wouldn't call it elite. I would
Top
say
10?
top 10.
There you go.
Top 12.
And Jordan Whittingham, I love. He is more of a handcuff. Whittington.
Yeah.
He is more of a handcuff. He's not. He does the same things Puka does and Devontae Adams does. Tutu offers something different.
I would caution people when you
and they gave him a bag, bro.
Is,
they gave him a bag.
Who? Tutu?
Yeah.
What'd he get?
Not much, $7 million, but that's a bag for Tutu Atwell.
How many years?
1 year.
Okay.
So they have nobody else.
No.
Who's the guy they brought in from the Chiefs?
Demarcus Robinson.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, where's he now?
He's
Denver?
the guy. He's the guy.
Can't remember.
I love Tutu Atwell as a last round best ball pick.
Yeah.
Especially if you draft Stafford, dude. Who knows? Maybe he catches 2 deep balls. You win the whole thing. What do you got?
Sam Laporta, ADP 75 versus ADP 64 consensus.
I don't like it.
You don't like the player? You don't like the draft spot? You don't like the...
I don't like
you're
middle
getting,
tight ends.
You're getting 11 spots of value there.
No,
I think there's
get
plenty
what
of
you're saying
opportunity
there.
for
I feel like
Laporta.
you're comparing it a lot to ADP, and best ball is such a different animal where it's I'm a lot of times waiting on tight end and just rolling with 3 of them. I'm rolling with, let's say, Dalton Kincaid in the 11th round, and
yeah, but I get where you're coming from, but I'm trying to take the emotional side out of it. I'm getting 11 spots of value on this.
I get it.
Tight end. And then I can justify it in my mind because we saw what Laporta could do in his freshman year.
And he allows you to go with a 2 tight end build comfortably.
Right.
And you take him and a late guy, and if Laporta hits, you win.
could take him and a Chig Okonkwo,
for
example.
I get it.
Yeah. So for me, it's all right. I can take a top 6 tight end and not have to
tight end 4, right?
not have to worry about it until round
tight
14.
End 4, but ADP 85.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's tight end 6. On
you know
Underdog.
what we learned in the last couple of years, and in general in fantasy, is that the tight end dead zone is like a fucking thing, and just take the top couple guys, or don't take anyone because they're all the same.
They are.
And Sam Laporta has a chance to not be the same and catch 8 or 9 touchdowns and have 1,000 yards.
Right. Just because
I get what you're saying.
He had an amazing freshman year because he had a step back last year, sophomore year, doesn't mean that that's how he's going to be for the rest of his life.
And he was hurt last year.
He did get nicked up,
and he played hurt. I prefer that over Hawkinson all day.
Agreed.
Because Hawkinson's going 12 picks later, where it's Hawkinson's touchdown number in Vegas is 3.5.
We don't even know what J.J. McCarthy's going to be this year.
Well, we know what the Lions are. I don't care about the offensive coordinator. I like that a lot. My next one, your guy, well, you just mentioned him, is my guy, Chig Okonkwo, tight end 25, ADP 189. Oh, man, I love this
Loved some Chig Okonkwo.
It's crazy I have 2 Titans on the list, but, dude, he has a chance to be the second target in that offense.
Yes.
Right?
I'm trying to think who are the other wide
receivers. Yeah, that's what you're saying. You're thinking.
Yeah.
And he's an athletic, super tight. He's a Johnny Smith is what he is.
Who else is even on that roster?
It's Io Manor, it's Tyler Lockett, it's Calvin Ridley, and it's the other rookie they draft, the Dyke guy.
Come here, Dyke.
It's bad. And then they drafted another rookie out of Texas.
Oh, I forgot Tyler Lockett, yeah.
Who's the other tight end?
Traylon Burks is there, too. But
he's a fucking offensive lineman.
That's Virginia.
And then Gunnar Helm. And then John Wiley. Dude, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. They're going to be losing, getting their brains bitten in. Chig Okonkwo is... I don't want to spoil anything for the hot take show we have later on.
Okay.
Tight end 25 is... He's both safety and floor in my mind. And I'm comfortable for him as my tight end too.
I have no
I know
problem
he's going
with
25.
Yeah.
But he was going, when I was drafting early, he was going 10 and 30. And I took him everywhere. 50% of the time.
So what do you think is causing his ADP to rise?
the fact that people realize he's great.
And that Cam Ward, it looks like a true professional and who's going to start day one.
Just love it, man.
Cool.
I love it. What do you got?
Baker Mayfield, ADP on the 93 and underdog versus ADP 78 consensus. That's 15 spots, baby. 15 spots. Give me that.
Well, do you know why it's 15 spots? Because it's way worth it to take an early quarterback because you don't want the controversy in terms of your lineup decisions.
But you don't have any lineup decisions.
Yeah, but you could just take late guys and pair them together where you can't do that in redraft. I can't take Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, and Drake May in redraft and be like, well, I'm going to take the best week from him.
Right.
I'm saying that I just don't.
We're talking underdog here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
But I don't like it because he's not elite.
I don't need him to be elite. I got him a tier 2 guy. That's all I need. I just need 38 touchdowns from Baker Mayfield, and that'll pay off at 15 spots.
No, I get the appeal from last year.
What is Bucky Irving going to get 300 carries this year?
No, for me, it's like I can just wait and pair a bunch of like scrubs and take a 3 quarterback build, or even take Justin Fields and Drake May as my 2. A 7th round pick is a little steep for Baker Mayfield. That's my thing.
But you're 8th round pick on Underdog. So give me an extra round of value on that. I like.
All right.
Yeah.
And I've taken some Baker.
They drafted Igbuka, right? So now you're talking another elite Ohio State wide receiver. They've got.
I don't like it.
Trains. They've got trains.
I don't like it.
That's fair.
I don't like it.
All right.
It's not like I just don't like the idea of taking a middling, like a 7th round pick on a quarterback where like there's still really good value at the other skill position players, where I could take a guy later at quarterback and give me similar numbers.
I think you're going to get elite numbers from Baker again this year.
Okay.
He's always had a higher touchdown percentage, and that's where things come.
I feel like next guy, I'm going to compare him to that. Matt Stafford, quarterback 24, ADP 156.
Yeah.
Their Vegas numbers are actually like pretty close, dude. I think Baker's 27 touchdowns and Matt Stafford's 23 touchdowns.
Okay.
The yardage, Baker's got 300 more yards.
I think you're going to have far more games where Stafford throws 0 or 1 touchdown than you would have Baker only throwing 1 or 2 touchdowns.
24.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that Matt Stafford's going to outscore Baker Mayfield. I feel like the gap is going to be 2 or 3 points a game, where it's like the gap between the wide receiver I'm taking in round 14 compared to the wide receiver I'm taking in round 7 or 8 may be different. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think you can look at it from that perspective, though. Points per game, not really a big deal when you're talking about a best ball format. I want the spike weeks, and Matt Stafford doesn't seem like he's got that many spike weeks relative to Baker Mayfield.
He hasn't. Now he's got Devontae Adams. And I feel like if Matt Stafford throws 25 touchdowns, he is annihilating this ADP.
Okay.
And I think he could throw 30, right?
No.
No. Better. He has...
Not with Kyron Williams there.
He has a receiver going in the 1st round, and he has a receiver going in the 3rd round.
I can't believe Adams is going that high.
But Devontae Adams catches 9 touchdowns every year.
He won't catch 9 in LA.
I'm just saying something has to give. So you hate the receivers there.
I don't. I love Puka Nacua. But Puka Nacua is not catching 30 touchdowns.
I like Matt Stafford at value way more than Baker Mayfield.
I like Baker Mayfield better at value.
You're crazy. What do you got for your next pick?
Travis Kelce. Dead on 100 underdog versus ADP 79 consensus. 21 spots of value for a declining tight end, but a team that is going to need him. They're going to need him. That's the bottom line.
Especially now.
Kelce and Mahomes have a magical connection, and while Kelce is pretty much a catch and fall down kind of guy nowadays, when he gets targeted as much as he will, as what I expect, 120 targets plus red zone looks. Give me tight end, 9, 10?
Well, it's earlier than that. It's like tight end 7.
Okay.
But it's the ADP, right? Because now we're pushing back tight ends. It's going around 100. Overall.
Don't forget, we're 2 seasons removed from him being tight end 2.
Yes, and from the guy that faded him big last year and was right about that. Here's why I love Travis Kelce. And I'm not saying I love him. He's not on any of my lists. But who's the second tight end there? Fucking bum.
Noah Gray.
Noah Gray had more touchdowns than Travis Kelce last year.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see that. That seems like a fluke.
Travis Kelce is going to have less targets. He's probably going to have less yards. He had like 900 something last year. You know he's going to have more of? Touchdowns. Guaranteed because
what we were talking about.
Mahomes is going to throw more.
Right. Pacheco and Kareem
Travis
Hunt.
Kelce could have it's a Mark Andrews year from last year, right? Where he
Yeah.
has 75 targets, but he has 7 or 8 touchdowns, which is amazing for where you're drafting him, right? 800 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 60 catches.
So in the 8th round,
good.
8+, give it to me.
That's tight end 5. And, like, not just tight end 5, that's, like, round 6 value. I like it a lot. And he's a bad player, but what you mentioned, now he's a bad player. What you
That's
mentioned,
a wild
I love.
statement. Throw that up on a graphic. Travis Kelce's a bad
No,
player.
what I love you mentioned is the connection, the weird little connection
Yeah.
they have is unreal, and people don't like. You can't quantify that in numbers. Yes, his metrics are bad.
It was
but
Brady
they
and
know
Gronk, Rodgers and Adams. Like they know
Travis
each other.
Kelce is the ultimate zone beater.
How does
right?
you watch that game? Like every game, we always make fun of it, like, oh, bold strategy not to cover Travis Kelce. How does he know where to go on the field?
the
He's
zone
got
beater,
that mind
right?
meld with,
He can't beat man. Like a defensive lineman could probably guard him right now. But you know what he can do? Settle down in the zone better than anyone in the league ever.
Right, so they're going to put a nickel or a dime on him? Like, I
And
don't...
they can't now with the rest of the guys. With Hollywood being healthy, with hopefully Rasheed Rice, with Worthy. They can't. So-
Very few linebackers that can still keep up with him.
My next pick, Brian Robinson. We talked about him in the previous show. RB30, ADP 89 in best ball. This is the ultimate easy slam dunk for your RB3. This guy is going to walk into 10 touchdowns this year. And give me that. I know it's going to be tough in redraft to trust him. Game script dependent. In best ball, give me Brian Robinson, the lead back of a top 5 offense. At least Vegas says. I think they're taking a step back. I don't care. RB30.
No argument. I mean, we said it all in the previous pod. I'm fully on board with that.
Wand of trust?
Wand of trust.
What do you got?
Jalen Warren, ADP of 98 versus 80.
You are a Caleb Johnson guy.
I am, but
I get it.
yeah, like
Why don't you have
There's-
Caleb on your list?
the value wasn't there.
74 overall?
But consensus, I think he was going higher in underdog versus consensus.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for values here.
Okay.
I'm getting
Okay.
spots of value here with Jalen Warren for a guy who's going to have several games where he gets like 8 targets, 9 targets, whatever it is. So in a half PPR, there's plenty of upside 4, 5, 6 times per year. That's enough for me to get him in the 8th round. And you do have built-in upside if Caleb Johnson were to get hurt. Now, Caleb Johnson has been very much a steady Eddie Iron Man in his college career,
Yeah.
but NFL's a different beast.
And I feel like he's pushed down a bit based on a lot of tournament play being ADP. And he's more of an early season guy. Where it's like, would it surprise you week 1 if Jalen Warren plays 60% of the snaps?
No, I think
It's going to taper
It's my
off,
biggest
but,
fear as like a Caleb lover is that Jalen
early
Warren
in the year, yeah.
is
The
Jalen
guy
coming
that's
out
trusted.
coming out of the gate and yeah.
Did we
60%.
not see Aaron Rodgers tear his Achilles in the 4th play of the season? Like, you can't miss a block and get that guy killed.
Correct.
And so it's like early year, I love it as a RB3, RB4, kind of bridge the gap, and then you take some of your high upside guys later, your Dylan Sampsons or those guys, and then eventually Warren tapers off, but the other guys, it's about building a roster, right? And like best ball is way different than redraft, where it's like redraft, I'm less interested in Jalen Warren because what is he going to offer you? Like
Very
do I
little.
want to start him? Like, and if Caleb gets hurt, is Jalen Warren ever going to be a 70% snap share guy? No, he's a 50% guy, which I like.
And
All
he will
right.
continue to be.
Next guy, I have 2 guys here, kind of combining this, is Chris Olave or Shaheed. Olave, wide receiver 35. ADP 64, and Shaheed, I didn't write it down.
So you wouldn't take both on the same team?
It's hard with that offense and no stacking. You
Yeah.
can't stack because you could. I'd take Tyler Stroud, but like Shaheed, I'm getting like pick 110.
Okay.
That's like wide receiver 55. If I don't take Olave, I'm taking Shaheed, and vice versa. I don't like taking both in the same team, but the target tree, the concentration of targets there is so minimal. It's Kamara, it's Olave, it's Shaheed, and maybe Juwan Johnson.
Yep.
And like, who's the third there? We don't know. They're gonna suck. They're gonna be passing.
Who's the third
It's
there?
not good. But
No,
like,
it's going to be bad. You also have to be mentally prepared for that. Where's Olave being drafted?
wide receiver 35. It's like
6th
66
round?
overall.
Yeah.
No, it's like 5th, early
5th
6th.
round? Okay. So you have to be mentally prepared that your 5th round pick might cease to exist on your
In
lineup
basketball, that's rough,
by round 3.
But
or
that's
by,
why he's going that
yeah.
late. And for me, it's like I like Olave more in redraft than
I do
Shaheed
too.
more
That-
in best ball.
I'm 100%
But
on board with you there.
The upside of Olave at wide receiver 35, even though it's a half PPR
Brandon
format,
Cooks.
like give me Olave in full PPR much more.
When did Brandon Cooks sign back
Yeah,
with the
but
Saints?
this Brandon Cooks, bro.
Like, yeah.
Another Mr. Concussion. Olave has top 20 upside, easy. And Shaheed is the ultimate best ball guy at wide receiver 52.
That's why I like it. That's why I like Olave much better in redraft. You have the opportunity to replace him if necessary. It sucks, but it is what it is.
What do you got?
This one, two and an honorable mention.
All right.
Trevor Lawrence. This one kills me because I don't like the man. I don't like his play, but he's a good value on Underdog versus consensus. Yeah. So if in fact,
he's not going to lose his job.
If in fact the number 2 overall pick, Travis Hunter Jr. We know what Brian. I almost said Brian Wilson.
Brian Thomas.
RIP. We know what Brian Thomas Jr. is. He's an amazing, outstanding talent. Right? You've got Travis Hunter was drafted 2 overall for a reason. If in fact he plays 90% of the snaps on offense, and he turns out to be a world beater like everybody thinks he is, it's
2 alphas.
Got to come from somewhere, right?
Bad defense.
Yeah.
He has rushing upside.
It makes sense, and especially if he's your second quarterback.
And Liam Cohen.
I hate the moniker of
you don't
the
like
quarterback.
him, but he unlocked Baker's rushing upside last year, right? Baker destroyed all of his previous career highs in rushing.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is a way better rusher, more athletic player, 6'6". He had more rushing yards in that game in Clemson than Justin Fields did. Trevor Lawrence has not ran in the NFL.
I don't know. It's weird when you see what he did at Clemson versus
He's a gazelle, bro.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
The last time he ran, he got destroyed by the guy in the Texans.
Yeah.
That's another thing to add in. I'm just saying, if he runs, which he does run, the thing at Matt Stafford 24. What would you say Lawrence is? 17.
132 on Underdog. So whatever that equates to.
He's quarterback 18.
Yeah.
But
I think it's reasonable.
Matt Stafford has no rushing upside, so he is never going to be a top 12 quarterback.
Right. So if you take somebody,
Trevor Lawrence could be number 7, dude.
Right.
If
you take a Baker Mayfield and you got your steady Eddie guy, and then you take an upside guy with Lawrence, I think that's a good pairing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you have? 2 names left?
2 names left.
Give me your next name.
Kyle Pitts. This one's also tough because Kyle Pitts has not done much of anything, but at ADP 157.
Tight end 19?
Yeah.
I love that.
Is he on your list?
No, but I just know because I've done 300.
Yeah, it's I'm not touching him with a 10-foot pole in redraft, but in a best ball format, there will be games where he catches a touchdown, and for your, what'd you say, tight end 19, something like that. For your tight end 19, that's all you need for him to crack your lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it's tough. Okonkwo is, they're pretty similar. I feel but Okonkwo, Pitts has an opportunity to be great. Just based on where he was drafted. I know I'm still hanging on to this.
Yeah, a little bit.
But Okonkwo is never going to have 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Right? And I think
Kyle Pitts could.
I think the 1,100 yards is out of the question. Well, 7 touchdowns I fully am on board with.
Dude, but Kyle Pitts is a fucking freak.
He is.
He doesn't look like a freak.
There's something up here where
he's also 25 years old.
Yeah, that's...
Dude, I'm saying, I love the Kyle Pitts.
Feels like he's been in the league forever.
I maybe have a 13% ownership on him just based on the... And Kyle Pitts, I've been his guy forever.
What's your ownership of Chig Okonkwo?
Oh, 38, 40%. Come on, man.
Yeah, there you go.
I love that one. Last one, Cedric Tillman. Now, this one has, when I first started drafting Cedric Tillman, he was wide receiver 68. Now he's wide receiver 62.
People forgot about him last year because he never came back.
ADP 145. And I know it was a Jameis Winston experience when he dominated.
Sure.
And everyone dominated in that experience. But Cedric Tillman is the number 2 in that offense.
So you're banking on the Joe Flacco experience.
No, I'm banking on the fact he's playing 80% of the snaps.
Yeah. People forget about it. I mean,
I don't care who's playing quarterback.
Remember that 4-week stretch he had before the concussion?
It was unreal.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
It was as good as it was. Yeah, it was 80 yards and it was 80 yards a game and half a touchdown a game for 4 games.
Right.
And Cedric Tillman is still young. He is a prototypical X receiver, and they have Deontay Johnson there, and they have David Njoku, I guess, and Jerry Jeudy, who's also injury prone. I don't care who the quarterback is. We're talking about wide receiver 62, and this is current. Where I had Jerry Tillman earlier was wide receiver 68 in literally the second to last round. Now he's going in the 15th. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, what's the difference between a 19th round pick and a 15th round pick?
There's only 18 rounds in Underdog.
18th round pick and a 15th round. That's even, yeah.
On the field.
17th.
On the field. Yeah. Running deep. I don't give a it's the Darius Slayton thing, but Darius Slayton has competition.
I held on to Cedric Tillman throughout all the last weeks of the season last year, hoping beyond hope that he would come back because of how dynamic he was on the field when he was there. I like it. I like that one a lot.
215. He is one of my more owned player. I've stopped drafting him as much because his price
Calvin Johnson build, man.
Yeah. His price has gone up, which I still like. Now his price is getting more fair. I still feel like he should be ADP 120, but it's 145.
Yeah.
But I was getting him at 160, so now it's like...
Just don't watch the Browns games.
It's like, dude...
It's going to be bad.
It's like fucking a girl a bunch, and I have to take her on dates, and then after you fucked her a bunch, she's like, can you take me on dates now? I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, I should have done that originally, but you didn't want that originally, and now I have to? But, like, can I just go back to what it was? Which is what I want Cedric Tillman to go back to?
Now you got to take her to Bennigan's.
It still is a good value.
I agree.
What do you got for your last name?
Hunter Henry. I'm tight and heavy on this, I just realized. But, yeah, Hunter Henry. You got...
Steady Eddie, baby.
Yeah, if we think that Drake May is going to take a step forward this year, which I do...
I think ADP 157.
Yeah, so consensus 157
189
versus 165 underdog.
What is Kyle Pitts? So he is about tight end 21.
Okay.
Hunter
Henry.
Yeah,
Hunter Henry.
The upside isn't there, right? But he's going to catch 6 touchdowns.
I need 6 touchdowns in 6 different games.
Every year.
That's all I need.
He has 600 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Crack my lineup.
Plays a lot of,
Yeah, and if I can get 8 spots of value on that, with the opportunity that if Drake May just completely explodes this year, they're going to need somebody beyond Stephon Diggs to catch the ball.
A lot of question marks in that receiver room, too.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, Stephon Diggs is looking good.
I don't have a lot of Hunter Henry, and like maybe I'm a little light on that just because I love Chig Okonkwo. It's like I just see the more upside of Chig Okonkwo, but Hunter Henry is like Okonkwo is more mystery box. Hunter Henry's more like, I'm going to get 600 yards and 4 or 5 touchdowns, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's going to be 7-8 points a game, which is all you want is your tight end too.
I need 2 catches for 40 yards and a touchdown, and like I said, he's probably 6.
Well, no, sometimes he has 7 catches. Marvin Harrison's a very interesting looking dude.
He is an interesting looking dude.
Whoa,
look him up,
man. He doesn't look like his dad at all.
No,
not
really.
Has a small head, kind of small features, right?
Yeah.
He's got them giant lips. And
it's been a complete joy.